Welcome back
Oh, it's been a couple of weeks, maybe two or three.
to another edition of roast beef
And bagels.
Nice. So as you can see, we changed up our studio a little bit. We're back outdoors. Weather's getting nice.
Yeah.
So forgive the background noise, but that's the part of our show. Some background noise from the outside world. You notice we have a flag, but we can't figure out just yet how to get it to incorporate into the show, but we will.
That's what happens. You move studios outside.
We're always evolving, so we'll get there.
And I just want to say that I've been wanting a new phone. Bagels has been getting on me, I don't know, a couple of years, whatever. I finally got a new phone. Look, it's flipped. Nice. And since I'm a cheap fuck, I literally didn't pay anything for it. I just transferred fucking to what was it, T-Mobile instead of fucking Metro. They were trying to
Metro PCS
for years. I was paying $35 a month. What the fuck?
I mean, listen, I guess. Are you paying that much more with T-Mobile?
So I get the city discount.
Okay.
So it's $50 a month and the free phone, and that price is guaranteed for 5 years.
See the flag.
I love the flag. So
nice. 5 years?
5 years locked in at that rate.
Oh, it's a good deal.
Yeah, and I hope the phone lasts that long.
No,
I'm sure it will.
Well, I don't know. These phones. Well, I'm going on. I think I have the Fold 4. So this is my second year with it because they're up to the 6. So far, it's still good. We'll see though.
I'm trying not to fold it like an idiot. I think it says only like 1,000 folds before it breaks. I try not to fold it.
I already replaced mine twice. You go to the Samsung store, the first one's free, and then it's $20
with the fold break.
It's not the fold; the screen lifts.
Oh,
from opening and closing it. Technology will get better, and
I like it though, bro. I mean, I'm still
it's nice, and yours is more. Yours is small, so it's nice. Mine is the long one that opens like to a mini tablet almost.
Yeah, so I got a bunch of things written down. I put notes all the time. But it's been 3 weeks, so it might be a little outdated. Maybe a little outdated, some of the stuff, but not too long, a week or two. So the first one I want to give you, I want to see if you like this one. It's new. It's about New York. So over in New York, Governor Hochul just passed the state budget, whatever, and she's bragging that she gave the working class a tax cut. That was the brag.
I think I heard this guy.
But dude, so I looked it up because I wanted to see. So the middle tax cut is 0.02. Now, I know it sounds like a small number. So what I did was I did the average of like the middle class income is about 60,000. And they say in New York, it's really between 50 and 70, but 60,000 I made it. And I said, how much do they saving a month? Dude, it's $12 a month. It's $12. That's all it is. So she's bragging. She's not saying it's 12. Obviously, she's not saying it's 0.02. So I gave the middle class. They deserve their money and all this shit. Fucking stupid fucking dutters are fucking believing that she actually gave a tax cut. It's $12 a month.
Well,
that's horrible.
It's not even enough to buy our roast beef and bagel to do our show. But I guess it's something. I think you were talking about the other tax relief check that she's sending in October.
Oh yeah.
So that too, though,
she's buying votes, dude.
She is buying votes because she's the election's coming up this year or next year. So it's coming up, and I know, but that too, it's something like $400 for the family, but it depends on how much your yearly income is. So
I think it's under 125, was it 150?
I don't know. We'll put the stats up, but yeah, it's combined income. You really get you get like $200, and they're gonna be just checks. You don't have to sign up for nothing. Just New Yorkers who work, who are in this range of income, which is kind of scary.
Right, because you don't know.
That means they're gonna know your income. They're gonna do everything by the IRS, and so they get in your personal business. But then government's in your business anyway.
All the time.
Whether people want to believe it or not, they're in your business. Like JNN doesn't think that they're in his business, but whatever. So.
This one you'll appreciate, bro. Same topic of the New York State budget. I'm gonna let you ramble on because you're gonna have a bagel rant on this one, right? So they put into our budget taxpayer funding to defend Letitia James against the federal government.
I heard about this.
All right, go ahead. And I know that you're gonna fucking get nothing.
But now
it's not just Letitia James though. It's anybody.
Yes, but what they did, and they snuck this in, right? Based
the last minute.
But it was also based on the wordage. People don't look. A lot of people, and listen, I'm just as guilty. You don't read the fine print on everything you do. So a lot of the times you don't realize like what you're quote unquote voting for or not voting for or agreeing to. So I heard about this Letitia James thing because of what's going on and how now the roles are reversed and they're going after her. So she's going to need legal defense.
Right.
And they're using New York City tax-paying dollars to defend her after she went after, at the time, the former president of the United States. Yeah. Can you imagine?
It's incredible.
Hypocrites.
And he didn't ask for taxpayer funded money.
No, he had to do it out of pocket.
And she's the one that's really wrong here. There's proof that she's wrong.
100%.
She knows it. She knows that's why she's
she was married to her father. I can't stand her.
Someone said that new statue looks like her.
Which new statue?
The one that's in Manhattan. You see it? When you get a chance, Google it. It's up there. New statue in New York.
What's it called? New statue.
It's a woman. It's just a woman. You know, kind of not. You've seen it
in Times Square.
Yes.
I saw it.
I don't know what it's called.
It's
just a woman.
Yeah. It's a full-figured woman, if we have to be politically correct, or if you want to just say a big fat woman.
Yeah.
And it's in Times Square. Yes, I know what you're talking
They're
about.
saying that some people are saying it's like Letitia James. I didn't say that. They said that.
Well, I said it, and I'm going to import the picture of Letitia James on one side and the statue on the other side. I can't stand her.
Me too.
I
She doesn't need to be so rude. You're a professional person.
I was going to say, as a professional, you should be going after serious criminals and not making your whole career based on... Exactly.
Well, I'm glad you said that too, because this is the other thing about New York. Have you been watching all the commercials? Because it's a mayor race as well this year. Have you been watching all the commercials? No one's saying what they're for. The only thing they're saying is that they're going to face Trump. They're going to go against Trump. It don't matter what it is. They're not saying what they're going against Trump for, what the policy that they don't like. They're just I'm an
all of them?
All. I'm not
even Adams?
No, I'm talking about the people on the left. It's crazy.
Yeah, but they can't do nothing against Trump, and if anything, they'll piss him off and he'll cut federal funding to the state.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do at a mayor level to the president of the United States.
No.
Zero. So I wouldn't use that platform.
Me neither. It doesn't make sense. One guy in New Jersey's running. He's like, see that building right there? When Trump was building that building, I went up against him, and he didn't get tax cuts.
So what?
I don't know.
I mean, that's their whole platform, these people. Listen, it clearly didn't work for the presidency. I think liberals, I mean, I hate to say it. I mean, I think they're losing a strong grip on reality and everything in general because they're so defeated right now that they don't know what to do. I think it's comical. I'm sure you heard this too. I don't know if it's on your list about AOC being a potential leading candidate.
Oh my God. I didn't even put it on there because I knew you were going to bring that shit up. Imagine her and what's the other one? The one who married the one who married our fucking brother so he could be illegal here or some shit.
Omar, whatever her name is, Muslim, Somali woman.
Yeah. As a libertarian, I would be more than happy to see them run. More than happy. I mean, it'll be a landslide again. No matter, me and him could run on the other side, we'd win.
I can't believe that's the best the Democratic Party has to offer.
Well,
I mean, again, if I was a politician, and regardless of the party I was on, I would forget about what's going on currently, right? Maybe the House and Senate could vote on certain things to try to put some hurdles in the president's way. All right, that's fine. But I would say, I don't know, come up with some deep state group and say, okay, who's the best fit for our next potential lead? And what are we going to run on? To me, I'll be honest with you. If something's working for the other party, again, I don't care if I'm on the left or the right, I would look at that platform, run on it, and then really dissect that platform. Let's just use immigration. If immigration is working, which it is for the Trump administration,
it's killing it.
As a liberal Democrat, I come in and say, I want a strong immigration reform as well. But then I would look at Trump's current policies and see if there's anything that's failing, right? Maybe the way they're handling it, right? They don't like the process and how ICE is being aggressive and, snatching bodies. Maybe come up with something along those lines. Say, yeah, we do need a massive deportation. However, I think the ways we go about it should be like this rather than the way the current administration handles it. And I think if you come up with something like that, a game plan like that, where you take the current policies that are working and maybe tweak them to be more associated with your party, I think you'll get those swing votes, the middle of the roaders.
The independents really make the difference, dude. You know that. The diehard right,
he won every swing state. Nobody was interested in what they were bringing up. Nobody.
It's horrible. How are you?
And you see, former President Biden went on The View.
I did see that. I thought he did hard. I felt bad for him. Like, I'm not insulting him. I just felt bad for him. They should not put him up there. You know why he's there, though, right? You know why he's there? So most people
midterms, right?
No. So most people don't realize when you become after you become president, these colleges pay you millions of dollars speaking it. He's not getting any. Mm-hmm. So The View offered him money, and he went on because he needs the money. I don't blame him.
He was fumbling there too.
Yeah, I feel bad for him, but it is what it is. That's what happens.
I don't think he so much needs the money, but his steady flow of income is stopped. So
yeah.
I'm sure it's nice to pick up a little payday every now and then. But he said on The View, though, if he would have continued to the run, he would have beat Trump. Dude, that one debate, the first debate, totally destroyed him.
Stumbling and bumbling.
Trump didn't even have to do anything in that debate.
He said, I don't even think he does what he said. That's
so classic.
But dude, some crazy motherfucker. I forgot what I was watching. I don't know what it was. Some short or something was like, Trump better be careful because Biden can do the same thing he did. He had the one term. He can come back and whoever the Republicans put up next time and win. And I'm like, oh my God. I don't wish him harm, but he's never going to make it, dude. That's not fucking for you. But speaking about the immigration thing, it was a poll on CNN.
You got a list.
56% of Americans want all 11 million illegal immigrants out of the country. 56%. And that was a CNN poll. So it's probably more than that. CNN, that's like, holy shit.
56?
56% of all Americans. Because that means it's the independents as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude.
That is a lot. That's a huge number.
Yeah. That's crazy. I love it. So the next one is, and this is a cheap shot because this is bullshit. I don't know if you've seen it yesterday. Remember FBI Director Comey? Whatever his name is.
I heard they're going after him. I heard, right?
Yeah, because he posted
Gabbard or something.
He posted 8647 and seashells on the beach. I don't know if you know what 86 means. Yeah. Most people do. When you 86 something means you get rid of it, you kill it, whatever. It's a whole thing. It's a military term. It's a police term. It's a drug dealer term. You 86 somebody, and so they're saying that it was a threat to the president. So yesterday, Secret Service, they're not going to arrest this guy. I'm just saying, but the Secret Service went to go talk to him. But later on in the day, I found out. I watched Waters. He was saying that the reason why he did it was to get attention because he just put out a new book. They say no such thing as bad press or whatever, but that's tasteless. You know what I'm saying? You can't be the ex-FBI director for anybody and then put a threat like that out. I know liberals saying, well, it's not a threat. No, it is. That's exactly what it was. But either on the left or the right, I wouldn't condone that. It's not.
Was he in the picture? Or
no, it was like he was on the sand. He must live on a beach or he has a summer home, and he did it in seashells. He wrote 8647 in seashells about this big. I'm sure you could Google it, and you probably put it up when you did the edit. It's crazy to me. I don't know why somebody would do that. And then the picture before that he put up was, this was a while ago, they showed it. It was a Biden-Harris shirt, which is fine because he's a private citizen now. He doesn't have to worry about it. But you don't go to threat. If Biden was still president and somebody did that on either side, I would say that was wrong. That's not right.
And especially since there was 2 assassination attempts on Trump.
Yeah. And then leftists say, "Oh, we're the violent ones. You know, we're the ones with the guns. We might be the ones with the guns, but we're not the violent ones by far."
No, we're not. You know, that's true. The conservatives, the right, might be the ones protecting the gun, Second Amendments, and all that other stuff. But you know what? They're not the first to pull the triggers.
No.
So
we just do it better. So you can pull first.
When it comes to the violence, the left is notorious for violence. You know, think about all this shit with these college takeovers and all this other stuff that's going on.
Colombia.
How all these people,
Antifa, you know, how
violent they are with stuff. And you know what's kind of funny too when you think about what these kids are doing and these people and these leftists are doing. First thing they do is they take a perimeter and they secure it and build up some form of wall around it.
What they say don't work.
Which they don't like and which they say don't work. So they build this wall to protect this area of their own that they're trying to take over. So liberals do exactly the opposite of what they believe in, right? They don't want a wall between the U.S. border and the Mexican border. That's bad, right? They feel like this land was taken, right? But they want to take over schools and stuff like that. So they're the biggest bunch of hypocrites and phonies that you're ever going to come across. Because when you put this in their face and you tell them all that, they usually have no response. Or the first thing they do is get violent. Or they start screaming and yelling and carrying on and causing scenes.
And then they want to call the cops on you, but they're anti-cop.
Yeah. Defund the police, but first person they call is 911.
Well, back to the fucking mayor's race, all of them now want to hire more cops, but they were all defund the police about fucking 5 years ago. Idiots, dude.
And speaking about mayor race, you see this moron, and I'm glad. De Blasio misused his presidential campaign funds. I mean, it wasn't. Well, to me, it was a lot. It's like 300,000.
That's a lot to me.
It's a lot to me.
I'd take 300,000 right now. You wouldn't even see me no more. I would just.
So he's got to. Dick, I thought that was your truck.
Someone driving away with it. That'd have been great.
I got nervous for a second. So that's a nice looking truck.
It's an electric, but one of the electric truck.
Don't tell the liberals that they'll burn it and destroy it. So, but what were you saying? Oh, De Blasio.
De Blasio.
Well, he got busted. 300,000. Yeah, 300,000. So he's got to pay it back.
Didn't he say he paid it back?
No, I don't know. I saw something on New York One, just like maybe 2 days ago. So maybe I don't know, but he has to pay it back in like a certain time frame, but in one shot.
Well, otherwise, penalty, no, right?
Otherwise, there's penalties, and if you don't pay it back, could go to jail. Always the potential for all that other stuff. But you see.
No one says nothing though on the left about it. If Trump owed $300,000,
oh my god,
dude, it'd be all over. And you know what's really funny, dude? I posted too. So the market's back up, inflation is down, tariffs are working. Fucking China and UK signed a deal. Eggs are down, gas is down, oil's down, and there's nothing to say anymore. So they got to go after Trump about the plane. Did you hear about the plane?
Yes.
All right. Did you hear the whole story about the plane?
Not the whole story, but I heard a plane was donated
from some Middle Eastern country. I'm sure we could. I don't know.
The guitar. So it was like one of them Emirates, right? One of them fancy big jumbo planes.
Yeah. So they're saying that liberal media is saying that Trump received a gift. It's not true. Qatar gave it to our Air Force to use as Air Force One until the Boeings are done next year. I don't know what the problem is. Like, they think that Trump's just going to take $1 billion. Yeah, it's mine now. Trump has his own plane. You don't need a plane.
Listen, even if they did donate a plane to the U.S., technically the U.S. has got to probably gut it and redo it anyway because it's got to be up to Air Force One standards. Who knows?
All the weapons in there.
We're not saying that they're looking to cause beef with us, but who knows if the plane was booby-trapped or whatever.
Go through that shit.
Everything's got to be inspected with a fine-tooth comb. It's not an easy transition. It's like me walking over to you and go, oh, here's the plane. Here's the keys. Have a nice day.
What's funny is JNN was like, this is disgusting. He's corrupt. Now, most people don't remember. I don't remember who the fucking president was. I'm sure we could Google it. The Statue of Liberty was a gift.
Yes, it was.
No one said a fucking word to that president that he was corrupt. It's the same fucking thing, you idiots. I don't get it. It aggravates me, bro.
Of course, because they fish and reach for anything.
Oh, yeah.
And then what they do is they get their paid protesters to take to the streets, start wreaking havoc, disturbing everyone's life, for nothing, because then in a couple of weeks it's all going to be over, and then they're going to have something else to complain about and bitch moan and complain about.
And dude, I hear Columbus Day is back.
Columbus Day is back. That's the initial talks. I don't know if it's going to be, but
he executive ordered it already. I mean,
yeah, but that's sometimes.
So the liberals are mad because now what about the indigenous people? How dare they take a holiday? But that's exactly what they did. Dude, the hypocrisy is incredible, dude. Incredible.
No, it is a little bit ridiculous when stuff like that does happen.
One more thing. So I actually got a few more. But did you see RFK on the Hill?
I did not.
Oh, dude, it was great, dude. The one thing I got to tell you about Trump with the FBI head and CIA head, all these heads, they are fucking gangsters. They are not afraid. They don't give a shit. So they were going after him about taking the food dye kind of out of the foods, and so he said to them basically, I had to do it because you guys been trying to do it for 20 years. I did it in 100 days. How come you guys couldn't save it? It was like a shut up moment. Like it was great.
Did he get it out? Whatever the food dyes?
No more food dyes. Red and yellow are gone. Whatever numbers.
So what is that going to mean? I mean, I'm not up on it. So what is that going to mean for like foods and stuff? You'll see. Will they physically look different? I guess.
So they already make it without dyes for Europe. They already do it. Like all these companies, say Fruit Loops that we're using. Fruit Loops already makes it with natural juices instead of food dye for Europe. So they're just going to use that recipe in America now. That's all.
So instead of like the
dye number 5,
cherry ring being red, it'll just be the color of cereal, but it'll have the flavor.
No, it might still be red, but it's going to be used. The dye is now going to be a natural fruit juice instead of a man-made dye.
So no more like the chemical stuff.
No more chemicals. Whatever. People are pissed. Whatever they say.
Well, why would you be pissed?
To save our children. They don't want this. In the big food, I don't think the government wants us to live forever. To be honest, that's the truth of the matter. They want to collect all Social Security. One wants to die at 61, and they keep it. That's the way I feel. I always felt that way.
Well, I mean, if you think about something like that, right, you could kind of venture off into all kinds of weird conspiracy theories and stuff like that. Think about something like, unfortunately, like cancer, right? It's the number one killer, and all the amount of years and research and monies that were invested in this. You mean to tell me? I'm not saying that they didn't progress and maybe slowing things down or anything like that, but how is it that you still don't have your finger on it? Where, and I could be totally off here because I'm not an expert, obviously, in this field at all. But how is it something like that, which is, I think, the number one killer, right?
Yeah.
How do you not at least make a strong progress towards containing it or something? I don't know. You had COVID and they came out with this vaccine. Clearly, it was a whole hoax, but it pushed it in less than a year, right?
They did it in a year.
They forced it out and threw it down your throats. How about HIV and AIDS?
Yeah, dude.
The only miracle, Magic Johnson.
The money.
The only one went into full remission.
Yeah. I think he was getting at the time like blood transfusions on a regular, that type of shit, bro. But now he's good. I don't even think. Now they got AIDS medicine though. If you take it, you can't even transmit it anymore. It's not like full blown. Yeah, they have the commercials, dude. It's crazy.
But crazy. Cancer, I mean, such a big killer.
And the ivermectin, I mean, we've seen Mel Gibson was on Rogan, and he was saying that if you take ivermectin in a concoction, that blue ethanol, whatever, which are all supplements, that he had 5 people that he knows that had cancer, and they're all living without chemo and anything like that, just taking these 5 things. Now, all the left and all the people in the pharmaceutical companies are saying that it's wrong, right? So what you do is you actually do a study and see. Don't just say it's wrong. Oh, it's bullshit. Don't say that. You have the money. Go and fucking find out if it's true. Because if it's true, they can save a lot of people. But they don't want to make a cure, dude. There's no money in a cure. There's only money in treatment.
Right. There's money. Right. Cures there's really
no money. The last thing to be cured by us was polio. What is it called?
Oh yeah, polio.
Polio. And the guy who invented the cure didn't take a dime. He said, "This is my contribution to the world." Now tell me how many men are like that today. If you can find cancer now today, they'll be like, "No, it's $2 million. I'll cure you." That's what it's going to be.
Maybe even more because it's your life. You can't put a price on someone's life. But yeah, 100% is. There's things like that which I don't kind of understand, and maybe I'm not supposed to understand. But I just think that there's got to be reasons why. Listen, do we want to be old and decrepit at 300 years old? Probably not. Our bodies are going to naturally break down.
I'm 52 and I'm exhausted.
Right, our bodies are going to naturally break down anyway, right? But I always feel like it'd be nice if the world can gracefully move on, right? And not suffer with certain types of diseases and pains and stuff like that. Are there going to be accidents and things? Of course, the bad people are going to murder people, yes. But I mean, like, if someone lives the full life and you don't have to get beat up by a horrible disease that cripples you and just gives you agonizing pain and everything, why can't we put our fingers on stuff like that, right? We supposedly got our fingers on everything else and got a grip on stuff, but I think you're right. I think that there's no money in curing, but money in treatment. You give people false hope, right? Oh, come for these fusions in cancer. We're gonna pump more chemicals in you to kill off what's there. So then we got to figure out what's gonna kill the chemicals that we just pumped into you, right? Because when you get radiation or whatever, chemo, that's chemicals that they kill in your body, right? Your body, and they only can give you in small doses, right? Because they say, oh, you got to get treatment, then stop. Because now your body's got to build up
strength again. It's crazy.
So I don't understand how something like that,
like, dude, I tell you,
still don't have a grip on.
I have blood pressure medication, right? So I just found it yesterday. I'm following some nutritionists online, and blood pressure and the water pills keep the salt low in your body, right? Now, you don't notice, I constantly have pains in my chest. You might notice me, sometimes I'm rubbing my chest, whatever. And at first I thought it was a heart attack. I went to the doctor, it's not a heart attack, thank God, all this other shit. But it ends up being like a really bad form of acid reflux that my brain doesn't know, whatever, right? So what happens is that a lack of salt in your body causes your gut to not produce enough acid. So people think acid reflux means you have too much acid. It means you don't have enough acid. It means that you need more acid to break down the food, or the food comes up. So isn't that crazy, right, dude?
I thought it was the opposite.
No, it's that you have a lack of acid. So you have to have salt in your body in order for you to get the right gut, I guess, chemistry, so that when you eat, everything goes fine, but there's enough acid. So I'm fucking taking water pills, and all of a sudden I'm like, fucking, my chest is killing me for fucking a couple of days. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm literally this. I stopped the water pill, fucking gone, or whatever. So I back on. I do my 2 medications at night. Now no more water pills.
I wouldn't take water pills. Don't they make you pee?
They're supposed to, but I pee a lot anyway. I'm old. I don't know. I probably pee like 7 times a day.
Get up and fucking pee.
I pee at night, like twice a night.
Anytime I go somewhere, I always try to empty out before I leave.
You got to do it like kids now, right?
Oh.
Before you leave, you got to pee just in case.
Empty out before we go. But I don't got to go. Just sit. Something will come out. I don't care if it's 2 fucking drops.
Remember when Bach had a bad problem peeing? Remember? We had a friend.
No, it was teeth. You may have a bad stream.
Yeah, it was like drip. It would drip. We'd go into the bathroom. We'd all be peeing. Shh. He fucking, it just, we're like, what the fuck?
Tito, right?
No, wasn't Tito? No, I'm telling you, there was Bach. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, you better get that shit checked, bro. I mean,
just dribble.
It would just fucking be like that. I'm like, what the?
You need a stream.
And then he would leave and then run back in thinking he had to pee again.
Oh, well, that's because he's the diabetic.
So it was Bach. It had to be Bach.
Yes.
I was like,
I thought Tito had a bad stream, too.
He might have had a bad stream, too.
When we went to Buffalo.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, him, too. But not as bad as Bach, dude. My stream is good. The problem is I pee too goddamn much. I drink a gallon. I think I do have more.
Oh, the Knicks one.
Beat the
Celtics. I'm not a Knicks fan by any means, but just figure with New Yorkers. Go New York, go New York, go. There you go. And that's my contribution to the Knicks.
And I got a funny one about Chuck Schumer.
Was it the approval rating thing?
Yeah.
That was hysterical.
Do you want to tell them what it was? I got it.
So I what I saw was he came on some press conference and he said that Trump has the lowest approval rating
of the first 100 days.
Of the first 100 days, more than any other president. Listen, wherever these get these numbers from, anyway, either side.
Yeah,
I think it's funny. So someone immediately followed up to that comment with, you have
17% rating,
something like that, the lowest approval rating of any Senate member in the history of the Senate. He turned around.
He says polls come and go.
He said polls come and go, and we don't believe in polls. But 2 seconds later, it was crazy. He said he had mentioned Trump.
I didn't know what to fucking do. I just started laughing. I actually put it on my story because it was
Can you imagine?
So funny, dude. So fucking
what do you say? Hypocrisy?
the hypocrisy of it all.
Hypocrisy.
I love the word hypocrisy.
You do.
You like my new shirt, too?
I do like that
People
shirt.
are looking at me angry.
Gulf of America.
But they want to change everybody's fucking mountains and fucking statues, but they're mad that they're changing a body.
You want to take down statues. You want to pretend that certain people didn't exist. The founding fathers were slave owners. You can't recognize them and all this other stuff. So, and most idiots go along with it. So Trump comes along and says, yeah, no more Gulf of Mexico, Gulf of America.
But you know why he did it, right? I told you, right?
Wasn't it originally?
No. So Biden wrote an executive order that said there's no more drilling in the Gulf of Mexico. So Trump said, no problem. I'll change the name and drill. So he changed it to Gulf of America, and he said, fuck it, drill, because there's no more Gulf of Mexico.
He's fantastic.
Yo, they fucking hate him, bro. They fucking hate him.
So I was thinking when you said earlier about the stock market and like prices of things. So I don't know about you, but some of the crazy leftist people that I know that like were Facebook friends.
Are they still your friends?
Some aren't, which is fine with me. I mean, I'm not going to lose any sleep. But I think if you have, I know I have, and I'm going to try to find them. When Trump first got into office, some of them went on their rants, and they said by the time, I guess we should wait because it's only May.
Yeah, we'll give it a year. Maybe we'll give it a year.
No, they said by the time the summer comes, it was going to be $6 to $7 a gallon on gas. So I want to try to find those posts, and I want to take a picture. I want to take a picture of me by a gas station pointing to the price, and then put it on that and like restart that thread from so like funny, back in January. And the same thing like with the egg prices and all that stuff. I want to be in a grocery market and point. We should do that.
I'm in.
We should go on like a roast beef tour and point to prices of things, and then just start posting them. But I want to post it on the leftist.
Of course, right on it.
And I want to find those old threads and post things on it with like the prices and how they're down.
There's this guy Lance. I told you he blocked me for a while. Actually, he unblocked me, but now you can't comment on his posts. Right? He won't like it's just like a share or something like that. You can't comment. But I would love to ask him how he feels about it. If you're watching Lance, I don't think you would be, but
can you like direct message him?
The last time I tried, he blocked me. But we have a mutual friend. I might tell you the mutual friend. I had to ask him, is he blocking me? He's blocking. But I don't understand. Like, if you were wrong, you were wrong. That's it. And the problem with Trump is, dude, he always proves them wrong. It might take a while. Like, it might take a long time. Did you see that the tariffs get made like $600 billion for the taxpayer already?
Listen, this whole
crazy,
thing,
dude.
Listen,
we're gonna have the lowest deficit of all time from Andrew Jackson.
Things are definitely going to change, and obviously everybody was expecting it to change instantly. But that's typical liberal logic and liberal mentality on stuff. As soon as he walked in, first day of office, they expected everything to be cut by half. And
meanwhile, they didn't care for 4 years what it was.
Nobody cared. So they ranted and raved. That was the first big argument on everything, immigration, blah, blah, blah. Every week is going to be something new. Notice that the Tesla Elon stuff has started to die down.
Yeah.
It's a cycle. Whatever.
What's the name was prosecuting them all.
Yes, Bondi.
You're going to jail. You're going to jail for 10 years.
No problem. Well, why not? They're destroying private property. I mean, you got to be held accountable. You want to act like a moron, you got to be held accountable. You want to do things like that, then you have to be held accountable. I'm sorry. You wouldn't want anyone coming into your house, destroying your cars, breaking your windows, putting spray paint or crap on stuff you worked hard for. No, I'm sorry. You are destroying my property. You have no right to destroy something that's not yours. You got to be held accountable.
And did you see some of the people? They were fighting back, like they were hiding in their Teslas, whatever, and they were shooting like water at the guy who tried to like do something. It was so funny online. They're fucking crazy, these people.
So, but listen, we're happy to be back. Yes. We had a couple of weeks off.
I just want to shout out. I went to Texas, and there was a shooting range. I started talking to the guy. I'm bad with names. I think his name was Rich, whatever. Ex-Marine. Me and my daughter went shooting. He stood with us. He was the range officer. The nicest fucking guy. The place is called A Place to Shoot in San Antonio, Texas. Very affordable, very family friendly. If you're ever out there and you want to shoot for very cheap, dude. I must have paid to rent the gun and maybe the rounds and the range for like 3 hours was probably like less than $100. It's incredible. There's a place out in New Jersey. It's called Guns for Hire. The last time I went out there with Bella, it was like $300 for an hour. Wow, it was crazy. So
not me. I'm afraid to hold a gun.
Why?
I get nervous.
There's nothing to be nervous about. Just gotta. The more you do it, the better off you are. I've been doing it a long time now.
I get scared.
Bella's really good now, dude. Bella's been shooting since she was 10. She's 18. No, we're going again. We're going again this week. We're going up to Pennsylvania.
You good? Go to Texas, do it.
We're gonna go to Texas too. I gotta figure it out. I need like 70 grand to buy a place out there. I'm good.
It's crazy how the price is so different
because they don't vote for people that tax them out there, dude. You have to keep your money. You have to keep your money, bro.
People don't realize that's important. Tax money and stuff like that.
Sometimes I'm at work and I'm talking to people. Even my other job.
That was a bicycle. I thought that was a car.
It was a Red Hot Chili Peppers.
It was Red Hot
I was like, what the fuck?
It was a bicycle. I thought it was a car.
And dude, he was dressed like fucking Armstrong, the fucking guy.
Lance Armstrong.
Yeah, dressed like Lance
a biker guy. Dude, I used to wear those little Speedos, tights things.
We did me and him when we were kids. Well, he did it more than me, but we did the 5-barrel. I did it once with him. I'll never do that shit.
No, I did a Big Dave.
He used to do it all the time.
With Big Dave.
Because Dave's jogging right now.
He's still jogging.
Dave jogs in the cemetery. He's crazy, man.
He's like Forrest Gump, dude. He just jogs. He doesn't care.
We were singing the Beatles. Was that when we were on the motorcycle and I got the bug? Remember, I almost died.
You got the bug.
Dude, you want to tell him the motorcycle story on
with Nana?
No, with the you can tell that one, yeah. But I was talking about the one where I almost died on Old Country Road. But you can tell him the Nana story too if you want. So
Nana, she was the best. Nana told us to come over for Sunday dinner. So I don't eat meat or fish. So he said you can't have any meat in the sauce. So Nana's like, no, you gotta know who Nana is. No, there's no fucking meat in the. I got marinara sauce. Tell him to come over. So I ate 2 bowls pasta, and we were on our bikes.
She cooked the fucking sauce with meatballs, fucking neck bones, everything.
I got so sick. I was on the motorcycle and we were at a light. I was sweating. I said,
you almost didn't make it.
I said, I'm not going to make it. I thought I was going to fucking explode in my pants because of Nana. She almost killed me on the motorcycle. I couldn't believe it.
Big plates. She was like, oh, this is great.
It was good. I mean, I guess I like it.
Meanwhile, she had another fucking pot where all the fucking meat hidden on it.
Oh my God.
And then one day, he had, I think, I don't know what bike I probably had the Shadow at the time. You had the Murata, and we're on Old Country Road.
Oh, we came off the express.
Yeah. Right.
We had to make the right turn.
Like a loop, like.
But we had a yield sign, and this block is very busy. It's like 4 lanes in each direction. I mean, you gotta wait like an hour for the red light. This knucklehead goes and does a wide turn across all the lanes, and the car's coming. And I was at the stop sign or the yield sign, and I'm like, I'm gonna witness him die. And the car comes, and what does he do? He just tucks in his elbow, and the car just misses him. If he would have had his elbow out, he would have hit. He tucked in his elbow, and the car.
It came this close to my mirror, dude.
I said, "Oh my God!"
I didn't even see him. I didn't see him at all.
He made the widest. He cut across like all 4 lanes.
So
I'm like,
funny.
not even like a tight turn to get like close into the lane you're in.
I must have been like 22, 23. So funny, dude. So fucking funny.
Unbelievable. Wow.
We had good times.
So listen, we appreciate everyone tuning in. Thank you, and we'll be back more regularly. We hope, and of course, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Facebook. Always look for our shorts. We try to at least put something out to entertain everyone. And, listen, we'll hope to see everyone again the next week.
Ciao.
Ciao.